2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, the 24th of October. It's Mike in for Jamie. It's National Food Day. Yummy. And a very happy birthday to Wayne Rooney, PewDiePie, Drake, and Adrian Balin. The weekend saw a breathless race between Rishi Sunak, Penny Mordaunt and Boris Johnson to gather the 100 signatures needed for Monday's deadline to be nominated for the Tory leadership contest. Rishi has emerged as the clear front-runner, with Penny Mordaunt doing her best to make a clear case for her candidacy.
What this country needs is a fresh face, someone that can unite the Conservative Party and get things to work in this country. That is why I'm running to be Prime Minister of this country, because people deserve a leader that understands the life that they lead.
As usual, though, it was Boris who drew all the attention, with Sky News covering his flight back from the Caribbean, in economy no less, as he raced to try and gain enough support to get back into number 10. But after talks with both Penny and Rishi, it was a no-go for Bojo, who couldn't gather enough cross-party support, so withdrew his candidacy late on Sunday evening. Mordaunt is also struggling to find enough support amongst MPs, so it seems almost certain Rishi Sunak will be our third PM in as many months. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer just wants a general election, don't we all love, but warns that thanks to the Liz Truss era, difficulties lie ahead for whoever comes in as Prime Minister.
The damage has been done to our economy, and an incoming government is going to have to pick up a real mess of our economy, of the Tories' making. What I've said from a Labour Party point of view is I know there are going to be tough choices that mean we can't do some of the things that we want to do as an incoming Labour government as quickly as we would want to.
The prospect of Boris re-entering number 10 caused mixed reactions across the weekend, with Nadhim Zahawi, Jacob Rees-Mogg and Priti Patel all stepping up to back the ex-PM. But arch-Brexiteer and a good friend of Channel 4's Krishnan Guru Murthy, Steve Baker, was not that keen on a Boris resurrection.
I'm afraid the trouble is, because of the privileges vote, Boris would be a guaranteed disaster. In that vote, it's guaranteed there'll be a large number of Conservatives who will refuse, as they see it, to lay down their integrity to save him. And at that moment, his premiership will collapse.
Boris superfan Nadine Dorries was just as horrified at the prospect of a Rishi win, speaking to the utterly impartial Rachel Johnson on LBC.
So if Rishi becomes automatically Prime Minister by Tuesday, I think all hell will break loose, because he has no mandate from the people.
Meanwhile, the former Bank of England Governor Lord Mervyn King spoke about the impact a change of leadership would have on the economy. He outlined what the country needs now.
But what we need is a government that will actually tell us honestly there is a reduction in our national standard of living because we've decided to help Ukraine and confront Russia. And that means that all of us are going to have to share the burden.
Labour say Liz Truss's short-lived premiership has led to British families having to spend an extra £530 a month on their mortgages, more than they did a year ago. But Shadow Levelling Up Secretary Lisa Nandy says Labour won't call for a vote of no confidence. That's up to the Tories.
The future of this country lies in the hands of a small number of people who are currently putting party before country. We're calling on them to put country before party and do the right thing.
In Ukraine, Russia has launched a new massive strike targeting the country's energy grid, according to President Volodymyr Zelensky. Power has been restored in multiple areas following a wave of missile and drone strikes. It was claimed 1.5 million households were affected on Saturday, but President Zelensky remained resolute in his stance on the war. In his nightly address, the Ukrainian leader said most of the Russian missiles and drones were being shot down, and added the latest attacks won't stop a Ukrainian military advance.
I want to emphasize, neither this strike by terrorists nor any other similar strikes by them will stop our defenders. The Ukrainians are united and know for sure that Russia has no chance of winning this war.
Worrying comparisons are being drawn between the current Chinese president and Chairman Mao after Xi Jinping became the first leader since Mao to be chosen as party chief for a third term. It's also the first time in 2 decades not a single woman has been promoted to the Politburo, the party's second most powerful group and its executive policy-making body. The Chinese leader secured the third term as General Secretary of China's Communist Party after a week-long party congress, during which the 69-year-old leader tightened his grip over the country.
On behalf of the CPC's new central leadership, I wish to thank the whole party sincerely. We shall keep in mind the party's nature and purpose and our own mission and responsibility and work diligently in the performance of our duty.
Still to come on the Smart 7, leaders Arsenal denied in the Premier League, plus the Doctor meets her end.
Right after this. Welcome back.
It was a dramatic weekend of Premier League action, with Liverpool losing to bottom side Nottingham Forest on Saturday, Chelsea and Manchester United battling out a 1-1 draw, and Spurs beaten at home by Newcastle. Sunday also saw managerless Aston Villa beat Brentford 4-0, while Leicester also won 4-0 at Wolves. Leaders Arsenal travelled to Southampton, but things didn't quite go to plan, although a 1-1 draw was enough to hold on to top spot. Manager Mikel Arteta was disappointed his misfiring Gunners couldn't maintain their winning streak.
Yes, I am, especially with the big chances that we created. The way we started and played the first half, the game should have been in a different position, but credit to Southampton as well, the way they came out the second half. We weren't as clean and as consistent on the ball as we were in the first half.
Monday night sees the finale of House of the Dragon Series 1, although the final episode leaked online across the weekend. One person who doesn't sound like she'll be watching is former Game of Thrones star Maisie Williams. She's just rewatched the original Game of Thrones and doesn't think it's improved with age.
It definitely fell off at the end. But it started really strong. Really strong. I was heartbroken when Ned died, and I knew it was coming, and I was like,
By the way, our sister podcast, Dragoncast, will have all the juicy details of the House of the Dragon finale. Have a listen once you've watched the last episode. The first ever woman to play Doctor Who has stepped down from the role in a special 90-minute episode on BBC One. Jodie Whittaker made history in 2017 as the first female lead in the long-running sci-fi drama. Fans watched with bated breath to see how the Doctor met her end. Now, we don't want to spoil it for you, but...
There's this moment when you're sure you're about to die.
Is this death?
And then... you're born.
It's over.
What's happened?
Change, my dear.
Time Lords have this little trick. It's all the way of cheating death, except it means I'm going to change.
Well, here we go again.
This has been the Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day. Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.